The 1 millimeter shift over time creates a completely different destination and a completely different destiny, guys. This is the 10th time that we've done this, so super excited to say that. We're still on focus. This is part 3 of the focus phase. I wanted to nail down every part. You know, we've been talking about the checklist, and I really want to make sure that I drive home each part of this one because it's so important. So I really got to always start with appreciation. So today, man, the final stages of the book are finally coming out. We have launched the book, okay? So expect some spelling errors and some other things going on in the book. So because it's not published yet, the publisher isn't done, but we're close. We're close. We've got just a couple things, a little bit of formatting in the book cover, and then we're ready to rock. So just a mere days away, I should say, not even weeks away. I think we're only days. So super excited, but I want to talk about each point of the book, and that's the point of doing this, and that's why we call it the daily internal drive, because I really want to focus on each part of it to help your conscious mind, to drill it into your conscious and then eventually your subconscious mind over practice and repetition. So that's what this is. It's the repetition is the mother of skill, right? So excited about that. I have to, and I got her permission to do so. Let's talk about this testimonial right here. Maybe some of you guys have seen it, but super awesome. Tristan, you are rocking it. That tricep pose, man, that's, I loved it, man. I saw that and I started flexing myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling good. So this is what she says. She goes, first time in years I've seen this muscle. Someone pointed out to me today. So of course I started flexing in the mirror. A testament to how effective and quick Bill Yeager's transformations programs are. And that's just so awesome. It literally made my day, and it was so cool. So awesome to see and have an impact on that. You know, I love being your tour guide through your victory story, and you're a hero. You're already a hero, and just a victory story in the making. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much for allowing me to spread that, and I appreciate you too. So let's get into it. So the internal drive experience. So we're talking about focus. This is the focus checklist. So what have we already talked about? You know, so if you guys are hopping on for the first time and watching a replay, we're going through internal drive piece by piece. And the last couple, we've been talking about the focus checklist. The first two, you guys remember what they are? What's created in our focus is created in our life, right? In the last session, we talked about how by changing the things that you're either doing or viewing is basically the format you use to break through any challenge, right? So either change the way you're doing something or viewing something, right? So today we talk about a really good favorite of mine, man. This one I absolutely love, because when I really decided to make a shift in my life, did I realize how impactful it can be. And this one is a 1 millimeter shift over time creates a completely different destination and a completely different destiny, guys. Like, think about it. If you are on this trajectory, right, and you're going down this path, right, but instead of continuing to go down that path, you just take this 1 degree shift over time. It makes a huge difference, a totally different destiny. You know, so what you decide to focus on, that's going to make the dramatic impact on how you feel and ultimately what you achieve. Right? Because it's in that state in which you are creating your decisions and your actions are made, you know, and that's where the results of our life come from, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So look, and again, the more that you guys review this stuff, you know, and the more that you guys take notes, the more that you guys are going to learn, you know, the more that you guys are going to change. Now, I have a client that's got a notepad that reached out to me. She goes, oh man, she goes, I am logging all this stuff that you say and I'm highlighting things. And I'm like, that's awesome. And so you keep the energy that you're putting into this, you are getting back, you know, and it's about training our brains, right? So even if, and to the point about a 1 degree shift, you know, even if you learn or take in just one little aspect, that 1 degree shift over time, the more that you guys practice it, is going to make a whole different life for yourself, you know, because it's over that time, you're going to create a completely different person, right? what totally new empowered you, right? So think about this for a moment, right? If you're flying in an airplane, okay, down the same path and it didn't change direction, okay, you're going to end up in that same place, right? That same place that you're moving toward. But what if the pilot of the plane turned it just 1 degree, right? Because now we're talking about a further distance. And what if they made just a 1 millimeter shift in direction? Okay, what happens? Very quickly, it turns into 2 millimeters, right? And then duplicates. It goes to 4 and then 8 and then 16, 32, and it just keeps duplicating and compounding. All right, to eventually you're at a totally different destination, right? Totally different place, totally different destiny, if you will. I want to drill home, like, you guys are the pilots of this plane, okay? The pilots of your life. And you have that control. You have the ability to make that one millimeter shift. All right. And it keeps getting better and better with all these strategies. And when you use them, it just duplicates. Right. I used to think, here's what really changed my life. And this is why this one really hits home to me, because I remember what my life was like when I saw challenges. I looked at them and I thought that was like life happening to me, or they were failures, and that's what I equated to them, and in the last year and a half, things have gotten worse, right? For many people, our lives are just twisted upside down, and there's so much uncertainty and so much fear. One of my businesses was shut down for 12 weeks. I mean, imagine how, and a lot of my friends in the industry, they closed their businesses. I had a group training friend that I met just before COVID. He was thriving. Now he's shut down a ton of places right here in my own state, and it's happening all over the country. That's just one small example. People are losing their jobs or fear of their lives, their loved ones. It's a lot. It's a lot. And you add that on top of the trauma that you're already trying to work through. This is the greatest time to get unstuck, people. It really is, because this gift that I am giving to you, and it's free. It's free because of the love that I feel, the significance that I feel when I read off testimonials like that. I live for this stuff. It's beautiful to me to be a part of that. And I want that in you. I know what it feels like to be unshakable and unstoppable, and I want you guys to have it too. So I go back to the way I used to think, right? I used to think that challenges were happening to me, and it's life happening to me, and it is what it is, and it's horrible. But when I made the shift, when I made a shift in thinking, when I made a shift in my beliefs, that these challenges were happening for me, not to me, and they were a place to grow, man, did my life change. Forever. And I'm not going to say that life isn't tough anymore. Of course it is. But you respond to them differently. And you've got the power to do that. And the practice, when you put that into practice, man, a completely different destiny. And if you start this today, I know you're going to be going down this path now, but man, you're going to end up in a totally different place. I promise you. And I know in a short period of time, you'll see it, right? You'll see it. So trust in me for maybe just 7 days and look at life that differently. That's just one aspect. For the last 10 days, I keep talking about each and everything in this book, the principles to live by. I know if you just take one, it'll change your darn life. If you didn't believe in anything else, if you just did one, that'll be a 1 degree shift. And I know it'll be amazing for you. So guys, I'm glad I kept this about 10 minutes long today. That was my goal. I hit my goal, so I'll leave you with this. Thank you so much for hopping on and listening to me. I absolutely love you guys. You guys are just, you've impacted me in such a positive way, and you've really inspired me to keep this going, and it allows me to just keep raising the bar over and over and over, and just raising my standards too, and just getting it out there, you know. So I'll leave you with this. Okay, instead of going in the direction that you've been going and seeing the same results, make a shift. Okay? And you too, you'll create a completely different destination. A completely different destiny. Much like I did. So guys, thanks for hopping on. If you see the replay, let me know that you're here. Say hi, leave a comment. I get back to each and every one of them. See you next time, tomorrow. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching the full video. You made a great choice and empowered yourself some more today. If you'd like more, click the videos right here. They're exactly what you need to see next. And if you're new here, hit subscribe and become a part of the Empower community, and tell me what you think about the videos in the comments below. I read all of them and respond daily. Make a comment.